you don't really have too much time to play GTA Online these days, well, this video is going to cover how you can make an additional couple of $1 million each day. Leave a like and subscribe, and let's go. So if you don't know how to get the Acid Lab, it's going to originally cost you $1.5 million. If you want to get it for 750k, you will need to complete all 6 first dose missions. There's going to be the first one with Dax out in Blaine County and an additional 5, and they'll all take place at the Freak Shop here. So you can start them up through Dax, and if you want the equipment upgrade, which I highly recommend you do get, you're going to need to complete 10 Fooligan jobs, and then you can come to the vehicle workshop here, go to the Acid Lab upgrades, and you can purchase the equipment upgrade for 250k. It's probably one of the cheapest businesses to purchase, but even at $1 million, from doing the first and last those missions, you'll probably earn the money back just from doing those missions alone. It's not necessary to have the equipment upgrade from the beginning, but I would highly recommend at least investing in the time to get it at some point later down the track. So from this point, you can go and source some supplies, and you will need to make sure that the Acid Lab is outside of the Freak Shop. The other thing, when doing these source missions, you will need to be registered as a CEO president or an MC president, and from this point you can begin a sourcing mission. Now there's going to be 5 different types. You're going to have the grain trailer mission, which is the one I'm doing here. You're just collecting supplies with the field master. There'll be another 2 missions that'll be where you're collecting a van and delivering it back to the Freak Shop with supplies. Another one that's going to be taking place in the air, and yeah, I should mention there'll be one more that takes place where you're delivering a van back to the Freak Shop. The downfall with these missions, they're only going to fill up that supply level by 1 or 2 bars, so this is where I would recommend just going and buying some supplies. And you can also add a production speed boost once a day in real life. This is going to boost your production of supplies by 5%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does really make a big difference. If you have the equipment upgrade and a 5% speed boost added on in your Acid Lab, you'll only have to buy 2 sets of supplies, which is going to cost you $120,000. And if you don't have the equipment upgrade, it's only going to sell for 240k. That is if you're in an invite only session. So I would recommend the equipment upgrade and the production speed boost once again. So you can go to your interaction menu, service vehicles, Acid Lab, and you can actually change the product name, and I would recommend doing this before you do sell your goods. As long as you're in a free mode lobby and you're not in a mission, the product will keep being supplied in the background. So now you can see with all the upgrades, it's going to sell for 350k at face value, but now we're in a public lobby with more than 20 players, it's going to sell for a lot more. Also go to your interaction menu, your CEO abilities, and activate Ghost Organization just 1 second before the global signal does go out to the rest of players in a public lobby. Also, you're going to get 3 different sell missions. You're going to get one that's going to be a paperboy, where you're throwing packages inside newspapers into boxes. You're also going to get stash, which is where you're delivering acid to 5 drop-offs and hiding the packages by choosing one of 3 spots. And then there's police sting, which is the one in the background here in the gameplay, which is where you're delivering the acid on a single drop-off point. It's going to be a Washington typically, and you're going to need to evade the police chase. And I would just recommend going off the radar at that point, because your Ghost Organization may expire, and all you got to do is just go and deliver this bike into the back of the Benson, leave the area, and it's really just as simple as that. You can make $500,000 and keep rinse and repeating this process. I hope it helped you guys out. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.